coach's request, we'd like everybody who was a player on the Lake Forest Handball program to come up here and join them up front. So all players, current and former, please come up.
It's huge. We gotta go sit and do it. How about remember you got a video going on. I don't want to watch
I hope that's okay. 7 or 8. I don't even want to watch them.
I don't think I'm in.
The coach has also asked all family members of current and former players to please come up as well. That means everybody. Moms, dads, sisters, brothers, cousins, grandparents, and everybody.
How about everybody?
And then the last group is players that have attended coaches' clinics or junior handball programs. Please come up as well. Sam, come on up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. We're proud to induct Coach Mike Dow into the Illinois Handball Hall of Fame. There's no question that Coach Dow deserves to be in the Illinois Handball Hall of Fame. For us, it wasn't a question of if, it was simply a question of when. And I think it's very fitting that we're going to do it now. Coach, this winter will be starting his 50th season as the handball coach at Lake Forest College. And in those 50 years, his teams competed for national championships virtually every year. As the coach of the Lake Forest College handball team, he's won national championships 50 times. They won 20 men's championships, 11 women's championships, and 19 combined championships. That means basically he's averaged a national championship every year. He's had the most success of any handball coach in collegiate history, and he certainly deserves to be inducted into our Hall of Fame. In addition to that, there's been 74 players that have earned All-America status at the National Collegiate Handball Championships. Coach really taught us to play handball with passion. He taught us to study the game. He taught us to have focus and to be smart on the court. But Coach is really passionate about the sport of handball. And there's a couple of stories I'd like to tell that show his passion. Now, this first story happened a little bit before my time. I think it was in the 1980s in a National Collegiate Handball Tournament. The other coaches were tired of Lake Forest winning every year, so they all got together and voted to change the rules. So they went to a closed-door meeting, took the vote, and decided to just say, well, we're going to give points to every player on the team, and that really rewarded teams that had more players. And they figured if we did this, we could finally beat Lake Forest. So after they played the tournament, Lake Forest, lo and behold, came in second place. And they went up to Coach and handed him the second place trophy. And he took the trophy and he threw it across the room into the garbage can. That story shows how passionate of coach he was. And the other one was when we were in the mid-90s, we had a couple lean years there. There were a couple years we didn't have a women's team, and the men's team was a little bit small. But he still kept after us, and we still continued to play. And he always had us play in the Thursday night league. But there's one year, and I think it was 1994, where we didn't have enough guys. And so Coach, in his maybe late 50s, early 60s, strapped on the gloves, and he played right side doubles with Shane Keneally at number 2 on the Thursday night league. And back at this time, Coach wasn't moving so well, but he parked himself up in the front right corner. And whenever a kill shot came his way, he couldn't figure out the right way to dive. So you'd see this guy standing straight up and keel over like a tree to try to take the ball up. state appreciated it, and all the handball players appreciated it too. And really, Illinois is lucky to have Coach Dow. He's been a Chicago guy through and through. He attended high school in Chicago. He attended Lake Forest College as a student as well. He graduated in 1958. And then he went to officer candidate school at the Marine Corps. And then he got into coaching. And he actually coached football for many years. He was the head football coach at Lake Forest College from 1966 to 1992. And he served as the athletic director there as well. But really his passion has been coaching handball. And we're all lucky that he did that and he built his teams. And one of the main things here is that the longevity here. I mean, in today's day and age, people don't stay at a job for more than a few years. Coaches don't coach a team for more than 10 years. He's been the coach of the team for 50 years, and that's a remarkable achievement. The thing that strikes me about Coach's coaching career is you look up here and you see all these people. He's really built a program, and it's really become a handball family. You see all these people here, and they're all been touched by Coach Dow. Not only were they coached on the court by him, but he helped us out often. He was really a mentor to us. When I was considering whether I was going to attend Lake Forest College as a high school student, I grew up in California. There were a few handball players that were alumni out there. And I remember one of them came to me and he said something that really struck me. It was John Kendler. He graduated in 1985, and he said, Coach Dow is going to do things for you that you won't even hear about. And I found that to be true. In 4 years that I went there, he would help his kids on the handball team, not only get better at handball, but in life. He'd make calls to alumni to try to get you a summer job, do things behind the scenes that nobody knew about. And what the result of that was is that he really built a handball family. He's really injected life into our sport. And so he should be applauded for that. And Coach did have a lot of help along the way. And the main thing that he had help with was from his wife, Paula. It was tragic that Paula passed away last year. They were a tandem that was tough to be beat. It was very sad to see her go, but I was very touched at her memorial service, hearing all the beautiful stories that people told about Paula, the ways that she touched their lives. It was very profound. It made me think that Coach is the same way. You look up here and see all these people. Coach has touched all of these people's lives. He's really built a family, and it's been great for Illinois handball. The word that I think of most when it comes to Coach Dow is gratitude. Handball owes Coach Dow a debt of gratitude for all his years of service in the sport. So Coach Dow, I want to say thank you for all your years of service and you've given to our sport.
Feel like a rock star. I gotta eat this thing, right? Whenever you're involved in what I've been involved with these many years, there are so many people that I'm grateful for having met and having helped all along the way. It starts with Bob Kendler, who was the founder of the USHA. It goes to people like Peters, who's here with his wife Elaine, who was the executive secretary for many, many years. It goes to people like Don Quinlan, who I've had the good fortune of recruiting numerous products of his program. And I've got a boy coming in the fall who is part and parcel of his program. I think of people that have helped. I want to say Joe Flores. Joe Flores put me on to David Dolman some 35, 40 years ago. I don't recall exactly. I think Jim Constantino is here he put me on to Bobby Martin. I mean, I go on and on and on and tell you about people that have helped me to help this program become what it became. But most important of all are these kids. This whole group is my family. And I'm so damn lucky. And so I'm appreciative to all of you. Thank you for coming today. You've made this a very special day for me. I love you immensely, and I wish you the best. I know you're going to continue to enjoy this game for the rest of your life, and I can't thank you enough. The families that are here, it's unbelievable the families that are here. You know, I started, the very first team I ever had was twins, Wes and Willie Yee. And then from that point on, it went to the Roberts. I've had 5 Roberts, Chris, Byrne, Jack, Allison, Jennifer all graduated from the college, and I've had their second generation. Currently, Chris's oldest son is playing on the team, and I hope to get his next son the following year. I mean, I go on and on. The Munson family, the Zatkowski family. I can't tell you all the families that have been involved in this whole 50 marvelous, wonderful 50 years. So again, thank you so much. I'm so damn grateful. I'm so lucky to have had all of you in my life because you've contributed so much to who I am and what I am. Thank you.
Everybody look here. 1, 2, 3.
Standing in front of the video. Excuse me, you're standing in front of my video.
It's done? You know, we hold that pose for about another half hour before.